Happy Monday, everyone. So first thing I want to do is say thank you to all the new subscribers. I felt like over the last maybe week or so, I got a pretty, strong influx of subscribers. So I just want to say thank you, and I hope you enjoy whatever I offer. Every Monday is different. You can look at all my titles and see that I've covered a lot of different things. I feel like I stay mostly in the realm of spirituality. A little bit of yoga, a little bit of just my opinions on things, but mostly spirituality and sometimes relationships. But I don't do relationships as much because I'm not in a relationship. I just mostly do it in response to something very particular. I'm not sure if I ever will, even if I'm in a relationship, I'm like, I don't know if I want that to be like a thing. I do, but everything else I'm sharing and that I'm interested in. So, hey, thank you for being here and subscribing and wanting to see these little insights that I offer. The other thing is that today, since it's like a funny day, and so I'm feeling kind of funny, I want to talk a little bit about what's going on with my ritual. So far, so good. So I started a ritual last week, and that was the full moon ritual. And what I did was, check it out. Check out what I did. Look at that video. And now what I'm doing is journaling, and I've been journaling every night, and just it's like what has happened is like these thoughts will just kind of pop in now. Ever since I started this. So it's different. It's a different energy, and I'm recognizing it. And so as I get these thoughts, I just go to my journal and I write them down. And it's been very, very, very interesting. I think that I knew that this was the person that I wanted to work with and I needed to work with. And it's very clear. And that's how your ancestors work, and that's how even certain spirits work. There's just a clear feeling that this is someone I need to work with. The result of me doing that video, I got messages private and even on YouTube and just different places where people were like, yes, I'm going to connect with so-and-so. So I'm glad that that video could actually support that. And I just want you guys to know, those of you who are considering doing that, do it. It's so great. And it kind of takes away, people have a lot of fear about speaking to spirits. They think, oh, what if I get a bad one? What if I get this one? Well, when you target a specific spirit, and you do all that work and understanding who they are and really bringing them through, you're working with them. And so that takes away a lot of the fear and mystery behind if you're going to get some kind of bad spirit or not. I don't get into good and bad. I say they're all a part of you, and you're the one that decides how everything should work. That's my attitude when it comes to working with spirits. In general, I say claim them all as you. If you can claim them all as you, that means you can have control over it. If you see them as outside of yourself, so even if I see my grandmother who I'm working with as outside of myself, I have a problem. I don't see that. I see her as inside of myself, and me activating a part of myself that in a way has been sleeping and figuring out how to incorporate it and use the lessons of her life to benefit mine. That's what I'm doing. So if you're working with spirits in any way, you're seeing how can I incorporate who they are, that aspect of me. How can I take the lessons of whatever they've had, whether they've lived a physical life or a non-physical life, and incorporate that in a way that works for me to my greater good. That's what you're working for. If something isn't here for your greater good and that's your intention, well then guess what? They're not going to have any harm on you. Okay, so you're not inviting some kind of evilness into you if you have a clear intention of what you're working with them for. So for me, I wrote down my intentions very clearly. I know exactly why I'm working with her, and that's the conversation that has arisen from it. When I say a conversation, because that's how I approached it. I'm about communication. So I created a conversation. So the questions that I had were all like conversation starters. And so now as I'm writing in my journal, we are having the conversation. I actually title the journal entries Conversations with Grandma Margaret. So I'm being very clear about what I'm doing. So I want to emphasize that for anyone who has kind of a slight fear about what it means to do a ritual and then communicate. That's how it works. There's clear intentions. You don't have to concern yourself about bad spirits or negative spirits or anything like that. You're the one that sets the pace. You're the one. Remember, it's all in your mind, right? So whatever you are putting forth, you are establishing. One way to create very clear boundaries is, of course, putting it on a piece of paper. Writing on a piece of paper and setting it, you're creating the boundary. If you want to get really spiritual with it or special with it, you could take that piece of paper and maybe line it with salt. You know, that salt is a form of protection. I mean, I'm just getting creative now if that's something you want to do, but you're creating the boundary in which this spirit can communicate with you. So, and how it's going to communicate with you. This is the conversation that you've set forth. So that's kind of an extra tip that I want to throw out there. And I hope that you guys are doing the work and that you're inspired to do the work, because that's what it's about. People have asked me, can you be a medium for me? Can you do this? Can you do that? And I don't feel inclined to do it. I don't know why. I've thought to myself, well, isn't being a medium a great thing, to sit there and help people? But I don't feel inclined to do it when I know how dynamic the personal work can be if you're willing to do it. It's like, I don't want to take that from you, to be honest. To just tell you that so-and-so loves you and that, you're doing a great job, or, stop that smoking. I don't want to do that. I want you to have the dynamic conversation that your soul is urging you to have, which is why you're reaching out to me, because I'm having dynamic conversations. Okay? So work, everyone. That song was in my head all week. I mean, naturally, because it's a pop song, but still. Get to work and see the results. Journaling is a great way to do it. Okay? All right. Happy Monday, and I hope you've been doing something extra special on this leap day. Just taking a symbolic way to say, hey, let's do something special. Okay. Bye-bye. See you next week. Oh, and look what I found. These were so cool. I found these, and this is like lavender, my grandmother's favorite color, and then this is like me, and I love all the colors, like very rainbowy, and so it's like coming together, get it? It's pretty awesome. I thought that was awesome.